Welcome to another episode of Hillbilly Chest, the Bastard Pawn, a deeper dive. Today, I'm actually in my kitchen. I'm cooking some dinner, but I was just thinking a few minutes ago, I was thinking about how I talked about in my book, how I talked about when I was a teen, like very young, like 14, I ran away from home and I needed to run away. It wasn't good there. Obviously, if you got your copy of the book, you probably have read it and you get the gist of it. If you haven't, shame on you. It's available at Amazon on paperback and ebook. Anyways, so I was thinking about running away today. Not me actually, running away, but sometimes I think about it and it would be nice. But I thought about the time that I lived on the streets. I lived when I first ran away, I moved in with a group of Mexican migrant workers on a big farm down in Bryan, Ohio. And I worked side by side with them day and night. And we lived in a big red barn. And let me tell you something. I couldn't understand anything that they said. And they probably couldn't understand half of what I said either. But we had one thing in common. We all kind of looked out for each other, and I thought that was so great. I really enjoyed living in a barn because I say that because they took the barn and they sectioned it off and they made like two little rooms, and they would put a little hot plate in there, and you had a cooler and stuff. They made it sort of livable, and you had cots in there that you could sleep on and stuff, and that's what we did. And everybody just chipped in and helped make tacos every evening and salads and enchiladas and different things, and we ate together. It was really nice. And I know I was on the run and I was working all day and getting dirty, and my hands were, getting beat to shit because we were picking pickles, and those are, if you've never picked cucumbers before in a garden, they're very prickly when you pick them for pickles. And they're not really huge, but they're very prickly, so your hands get kind of tore up. And so we started out there, and then we stayed there for a little bit, I don't know, about 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. And then we moved on to Lima, Ohio, and we lived on the streets. We learned how to watch the restaurants and know when they were dumping garbage, because the garbage was usually had food in it. And a lot of times you would find good things in there. The Goodwill was always a place where you could go and have a change of clothes. Not that they freely did that, but we freely did that to get some new clothes. Not really new clothes, but clean clothes. I think back about that, and it's like that is a whole lifetime ago. It really was. It was like a lifetime ago for me. And I think about all those times on the streets and, looking for food and trying to stay warm and dry, hiding from people who I thought might be looking for me, but, let's face it, nobody was ever really looking for me, and that's okay. But I think it really sunk in today when I thought, Peggy, you were homeless. I was homeless. And it was very scary, even though it was a better life for me at that time. It was scary. It was just very scary living on the street and sleeping here and there and trying to figure things out and find food. And yeah, so I was just thinking about that, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Not everybody wants to be homeless, and sometimes it's just not somebody's fault that they're homeless, but sometimes it's necessary. In my case, it was necessary. I was, well, again, if you've read the book, you know. So there was a lot of abuse going on, and I was just sick of it. I was sick of dealing with it, and living on the streets for me was a better choice. If you haven't grabbed your copy, it is available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Grab a copy, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next week. Have a great week.